Hello, 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 everybody. Maris Rey, Water Dragon Extraordinaire, back at you again with another Genshin Impact livestream. Today, as per usual, we don't really have a whole lot to do. It's just a typical Genshin day, you know? You know how that goes. Nothing anybody could ever really do about that. We're, of course, gonna start off the Genshin day by doing good old Emblem of Severed Fate. I don't think I even have really enough resin to... Yeah, well, I mean, it's almost there. But we'll do Emblem of Severed Fate. And then... I don't know, we'll see what we'll do after that. I know we'll definitely start with Emblem. Maybe I'll spend Fragile Resins today. Just for fun. Just for fun, you know? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Definitely we'll see. Because I need Emblem of Severed Fate on so many characters, it's probably totally worth it to spend on my Fragile Resin here, you know? And then after that, we'll do our commissions like normal. It's a new week, I believe. Oh, wrong thing. It's a new week, so you should be able to get all these other currency stuffs. So we'll go ahead and do that for sure. If you want to try to get the battle pass up, I think I'm probably going to end up buying this battle pass. I don't remember if I wanted to buy Deathmatch for Zhongli or something for somebody. I just don't remember who or why. Do this nice and lovely. Lovely, lovely. Watch me scrum. I never know if that's actually a fast way to do DPS with Ayaka, but it makes me feel cool to do it. Where you cancel her last bit of her attack with a charge attack. Like I said, I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but it feels cool. Like I'll show you right here what I mean. Like that. I don't know if that does more damage, but it feels really cool. Because I don't like the clunkiness of the last hit. Shadows of Fate, decided by destiny. Woo-hoo. Let me scry. God, I love the inclusion of Mona into my team. It feels so good. It was well worth all the resin that I invested into her. That wasn't that good though. I feel like I want to improve so many characters' artifacts, but I just don't have the resin, you know? I just want to farm forever. Fate is upon you. I wonder if I do something like this, if that's better. Oh, yo! Oh, jeez, get down from there. I do think it was better. I just kind of messed up a bit as well. Oh yeah, that was definitely better. Because it keeps them locked up so that they take the full brunt of Ayaka's ultimate. Because otherwise they kind of like bounce back a bit. If that makes any sense. That was nice, I enjoyed that. Okay. Still pretty fast, all things considered. Oh yeah, nice and fast. Could almost get that down to the 40 seconds. Man, it's always defense. It's always defense. It's never energy recharge. And they need it to be energy recharge at double crit? Ugh. I don't know how long I'm gonna have to farm this before I see an artifact like that.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Shadows of fate, written in the stars. Sakura swirl.
Order guide you.
My apologies.
Delve into destiny. See, I really like this combo because Zhongli actually breaks shields pretty nicely. I could only imagine when I have my Zhongli on a full like damage build with this emblem of Severed Fate with Deathmatch, most likely. If I could ever get it! The artifacts, I mean, of course. It's so rough to have to deal with these artifacts. Yeah. I like low-key kind of wish that one of the things you could do was how would I say this? I kind of wish that you could save like artifact presets, like loadouts, essentially. That way I wouldn't need to make too many like crazy artifact sets, like dedicated per character. Like if I just wanted to do certain contents, I could just select a preset and yoink for like certain artifacts from certain characters. That way I could always just like borrow artifacts from different teammates until that way I could like use a team, you know, just it's like you realistically only ever need like 8 sets of strong artifacts. Sure, you might need varying ones, but like for different sets. But you get what I mean. You only really ever need enough super strong artifacts to make a Spiral Abyss team. And even then, that's not absolutely true. Because there's plenty of people that I see that are capable of doing the Spiral Abyss in seemingly with just 2 members on each side. So 4 people in total. Now, of course, those people are a fair bit stronger than myself. So I'm not the type of person who can do that. No, no, no. Defense. Why? Why is it always defense? I probably will spread the fragile over here and see what's up.
Quietly now. You are about to get dicey. Shadows of fate, written in the stars.
delve into Destiny. I'm surprised I took so long to utilize Mona on my team. She's so strong. We'll do just a few more of these at least. Shaft of Remembrance. Jeez. The RNG one needs to level up decent artifacts in this game. It's so rough.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fate is upon you.
Order guide you.
Kami-sanjo art. Sumetsu.
Order guides me.
Whirling snow.
Rise.
Bro. The homie wasn't feeling like moving today, I guess. He teleported, but he teleported in place. It's gonna be over a minute. Because he didn't feel like moving. Come on, baby. Yo. How many days? How long will I have to wait before I get a decent artifact? I have so many characters that I need to build artifacts for, and I can't even get one artifact, one piece of one of the sets.
Decided by destiny. Backward swirl. My apologies.
Quake.
There's so much damage. Woo! I always love seeing the damage. It's like my teams are far from the strongest teams available on anybody's Genshin Impact accounts. Like I know I'm average at best, but it still feels really good. It feels good to notice progress, you know? When you can actually physically see the progress happen on your own account, it's a different feeling. I love that feeling. Don't forget to drink some water though.
Think you can get away?
Jeez. Absolutely shattered them. That's because Kokomi gives 48% of her attack to Venti. Because of Thrilling Tales R5. That's what that was.
Let's go jumping in puddles and see who can make the biggest splash.
So it's been so long since I had to think about it, but is there a way to get 3-star weapons?
Time for takeoff. Brace yourself.
Don't be such a stranger.
Torn to oblivion.
Oh, Neptune. Okay, buddy, stop. Stop shielding.
Leave him.
Damn shielders. It's thick enough. We can eat it.
Think you can get away? Let's play. Hold the line.
Disappear! Worthless! Here! Worthless!
Worthless. Okay, very strong, very strong. Missions are so quick to do, it's almost sad sometimes. I wish to do more Genshin content. I want more. Gotta go speak to Nimrod. What a sad name to give a character.
What a sliding disaster.
Ah, yeah. Go have yourself a drink, buddy. You gotta go. Come on, buddy. He just needs a drink. What are we gonna do? Get Sunsetias? We have those. Let's go report back to Nimrod. I almost feel bad calling him that. I'd hate to be rude to a fictional character. Thought that crashed my game. To be honest, I thought I was done for. Hey, let's go turn in the commissions, I guess. That's about all we can do for now.
Add asterisk.
I could do some adventure book farming, because I do always need to catch up on certain mobs.
Add
Items. Surprisingly. Those guys still need some time. Still cooking. Before I forget, let me do... Oh, I forgot I set one down, so I could just teleport this. That way is easier for me. I don't like setting the pot and then doing whatever I need to do. Let's do these weeklies while I remember to.
Would you take a sip?
No. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. No. Same thing as before. We gotta make 4 more. Three, 4. Now we can do 5 at a time. 5. Okay, let's crack these open. These. They're the same, but different. That's all I got. So, have one of these. That'll be 10. As far as I know. Oh, I'll claim this. Thanks for that, buddy. Nice. So, let's see what we can buy here. Probably want to buy these. Buy one of these and I'll use it today, if anything. So one thing I always wondered about is, could I suck up do I get realm currency for both of them or just one of them?
Would you care to sit down?
Looks like it's just one of them, huh? Well, it looks like this one's gives more in any case. So is the point of it being that I could like set up multiple I guess islands and just make one of them my money island and the rest of them my style islands? I still don't really understand how this works. What I do know is I got 2 more recipes here, so I'm gonna use them. Okay. Believe that should constitute both of these weeklies. Done. It's already a bunch of domains finished. Oh, let's go forge and cook. I should just make it a habit to check my my teapot every day. It doesn't really take a whole lot of time to do that. Okay, let's forge and cook. We'll do our weeklies as quickly as we can. That way we don't have to do them some other day. Let's make more sweet madams. Cook, we'll make 20 of them. 2 free extra sweet madams. It's whatever. Let's go craft some regular items. Do you think this music is a bit louder than normal? I didn't change the volume, this music just feels louder. And let's go do some regular book farming for now. Actually, let's turn in these weeklies. Nice, 35. That means I get another fragile resin. Intertwines. It's probably worth it to get them, to be honest. It gives us a lot of free stuff. That honestly, the battle, I mean, it's not free. It's not literally free. But you know what I mean. It's free enough. I should be able to hit the last battle pass level with the remaining amount of time pretty easily, so it'll be worth it, I would say. Yeah, it'll most likely be worth it. I just don't know who to get the battle pass weapon for. Let's think about it. I know I said I could get a deathmatch for Zhongli, which that's true. I definitely could do that. I think if I was ever gonna play Diluc, I would need to get a serpent spine for him, but I don't plan on building him quite right now. So it would be deathmatch for Zhongli, or I get a serpent spine for Eula and rebuild her. I used to have her on a serpent spine, I think, but I stole it. And I gave it to, I don't remember who I gave it to, but I know it, oh, I think I gave it to Oh no, I think she had the Blackcliff Slash and I gave it to Ito. I think that's how he got his slasher. So Eula does need a weapon. After that, because you can see she's kind of broke right now. Oops, I didn't mean to fully close this. Okay, let's look at the candidates. Doesn't need it. I mean, he definitely could use it. If I gave him a Blackcliff Slasher, I'm sorry, a deathmatch, his crit rate would go up. He doesn't really have super strong artifacts, is my initial problem with him. But I could fix that. That's not that big of an issue. That's fixable. Because, like, I'm pretty sure Xiao is just one of those characters that doesn't particularly care about what artifact set he's running. So let me see. Would I have any animal damage bonus? Any other ones? None with crit though, right? So let's compare to what he has. So let's see, do I have any crit damage? So crit rate. Look at that. It might be able to work, but we'll see. In any case, like, these are just really bad pieces. Like, it only has 2 rolls in crit damage, and I was just like kind of okay with it at the time. I could stand to do better. I thought this was, honestly, this is not that good either. But this has strong potential. We give this to Xiao. And I could give him... This has strong potential as well. I wouldn't plan on using like a 4-piece on him, is the thing. If possible, I would just use like 2-piece Pale Flame or Shimenawa's or Gladiator, because they all give 18% attack, I'm pretty sure. Right, Pale Flame also gives 18%? Or no, it only gives physical. So it's Shimenawa and Gladiator that both give... Oh, but it's Bloodstain gives? Or Bloodstain only gives physical as well? Where's Bloodstain? I lost it. Oh, it's also just physical. I kind of thought that there was another one, but I guess not. Oh, definitely not this. Oh, the Vermilion also gives 8% attack, but I haven't farmed out, so it's not like I could rely on that for pieces. I don't think it would be Xiao who I would give the deathmatch to. At least not this time. I feel like there's more pressing characters. I don't ever use Xiao in like Spiral Abyss or anything, so I don't need him to be any stronger to just do overworld content, you know? So I could ignore him for now. It wouldn't be a Yaka. Although, I mean, it totally could be that I could get her a refinement. Because getting refinements for this increases the amount of damage that the normal attacks and charge attacks do, and that's a pretty, like, reasonable usage of it, I think. Like, at R5, I'm pretty sure this will give, like, a 40% increase instead of 20, or close to it. And that's a big deal, you know? That's a pretty big deal. That just gives her a bunch of extra damage for freezies. At least on her normal attacks. But in this particular case, I don't think it would be her either. I could maybe see myself using like a Viridescent Hunt on Fischl. Let me see Fischl's builds really quick. I kind of like the idea of building Fischl. since Fischl doesn't really need a lot of, like,
Universe and founded paradise.
she doesn't really need energy recharge because she's mostly like an E spammer. And you only really use her ult to put her E back on the field anyways. So let's look theoretically. Okay, I'm gonna pull up this thing again. Oh, look, I found this cool thing as well. Hold on, let me see.
I created another universe and founded paradise.
This is to protect me a little bit. Okay, let me put on this, the main screen. Let me turn this on. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you could still see all the main things that are important. So all we're going to look at here, we're going to theorycraft Fischl with a Viridescent Hunt. Where's Fischl? Okay.
I created
So-
another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the princess of
We're going to make everything nice and big. Gets the level 90 Halo Churl. We're going to give her the Viridescent Hunt. And all we care about is Frey Kugel's damage. You know what, let me quickly look at her talents or something so she'll stop talking. Okay, so all we care about for now is Frey Kugel's damage. So I'm almost certain that I would just use something like Glad and Thundering Fury. Basically any attack set in Thundering Fury. And I'm almost certain it's just crit damage, electro damage, and attack. So then we just set some very mediocre substats on all these. And these are heavy emphasis on mediocre. Because these are only ever like maybe 14% crit value in total. Let me see, this is like 4, so 8, 15, about 15% crit value on each artifact, which is not particularly high, and it should be like fairly attainable to just about any regular player. But doing all that will make Frey Kugel do 3.8k damage, which is... That's a decent amount. Now let me up the constellations as well. I do have her at C6. So that also makes... I guess these will go up to 12. Right, so 4.4k, like that's very reasonable damage, right? And then, you know, assuming that we get a little luckier on these, so maybe this is actually like this, and this is actually like this. That's only like 1 extra point in each of them, right? Like, these are not unrealistic stats. These could almost get them to 5k per hit. .9. What about Slingshot? 4.2. It's a big difference. What about Blackcliff? 4.3 with crit rate instead. 4.9. So it's about the same with Blackcliff. Blackcliff is free. Or I guess freer to get, but this gives Fischl a lot of on-field or off-field damage, which could help a lot, all things considered. Because let me see. Everyone honestly is not present in combat. Yeah, I don't care about the joint DPS. When Midnight Phasmagoria is used, it deals blah blah blah. Yeah. Increases the duration of August summoning by 2 seconds. Additionally, Oz attacks with the current character, dealing 30% official's attack as electro damage. This is the part where official's DPS or her support capabilities will really shine. This is where I really want to get... I guess I could really stand to make official strong. You see, I don't have any reason not to check decent artifacts for her now. So right now I just have her on 2 pieces of each. Oh, because I was originally using her as machine gun Fischl. Okay, let's remove everything from Fischl. I'm not going to use Fischl like this. Okay, I'm going to start off with Thundering Fury, looking for the best Thundering Fury artifacts, because these are the artifacts that I have the least of. Oof. Yeah, I kind of knew that I had... Okay, let's look at the difference here then. So, let's look at Frikugel. Let's see the difference from having Thundering Fury versus having, like, 2-piece Shimenawa. It loses a little bit of DPS. It's not that big of a drop though, so I'm, like, comfortable with using both of them if necessary. I could almost totally ignore it. It ends up being kind of okay because the extra attack translates over to it transfers over to this extra electro damage anyways. Or kinda. It's not like that's the artifact set that I would want to use, it's just, you know, I'm working with what I have here. Okay, so clearly I want crit rate and crit damage. So let's see, we'll use this one. And probably this one. These seem like strong candidates. Now I also want electro damage with some type of crit stat. I'm sure I must have at least one electro damage artifact with both. Or perhaps not. Ah, I guess I really don't, huh? I guess we'll start off with this one and I could just work towards getting a better one at some point. So let's check out Shimenawa's. I'm bound to have... like, this was a good start. And same thing. I need a crit damage. Oops. Crit damage and crit rate. Guess that could work as a start. So this is similar to the set that she was running, but a little more organized. So this is something that I could totally work on. It's obviously not pretty, but it's a start. And that's mostly what I care about. Okay, so I guess Fischl and Zhongli. These are the two that I'm like considering getting a weapon for immediately. Alternatively, I could always get one for Kaya and build Kaya at some point. I think Kaya is a worthwhile character to make. Same thing with Serpent Spine for Beto, but I don't think my Beto's there yet. Looking up the rest of my character list, I don't really know who else I would build a Battle Pass weapon for, at least immediately. I would think I would probably settle on those two for now, but as to who to start, I don't know. I can't tell which one's better. I feel like it's best for me to invest in Zhongli first. Because for now I could just give her... I mean, I don't have a slingshot, but... I try to find one at some point. Yeah, I'll just have to find one. I need to get Venti's string list higher. Okay, well that's exciting. Another project on the list for us, huh? Okay, so for now, knowing that... Well, in any case, it doesn't really matter. I'm not planning to buy the Battle Pass today. I totally could, though. Totally could. But I think for now, let's farm up some of the regular monsters a bit. I mostly need Whopper Flowers, Treasure Hunters, and these. They never take too long to do, but they sometimes do take a bit. So, you know, it is what it is. We'll try to finish it as quickly as we can. You know what type of music I've really been into, which I was kind of hoping that I could find some, like, a free playlist of something like this, but I've really been into listening to like, electro swing, which I know that's kind of like a random thing to be interested in at this point in time, but it's what I'm interested in, so what are you gonna do, right? And this works out. Oops. I'll go to the next one. Actually, let me... Oh, I forgot to turn this off. Let me quickly go into my playlist really quick. Let me see if I can't find something... Let's see if I can't find... If this Harris Heller person, love him by the way, love the fact that they make all this free music for us. But I'm gonna see if he doesn't have something that's like kind of electro swingish. I doubt it. It's like a very niche style, I guess you would say. It's hard to tell what he named these playlists, but I guess let's try this Upside playlist. I always love trying out some of his different playlists. Always remember, if you ever like have the time to shout out Harris Heller. If you're a streamer and you appreciate using his music, like I do, I'll never be afraid to give him a shout out. He deserves it. Big ups to him. Single-handedly carrying how little my channel is. No, I don't know if I phrased that right, but my channel is worth whatever it is because of him.
Think you can get away? Let's play.
I'm still not sure if I phrased that the way I wanted to, but I hope you understand what I mean. I hope what I meant shines through. I appreciate him is what I really mean to say. I owe a lot to him. Definitely owe quite a bit. Me too. I hope one day... I am working on learning how to make music too. I don't know if I'll ever be as talented as some of these people that I'm kind of like idolizing. I hope so. I hope one day my music can get out there. Even if, you know, I always have the same philosophy with everything. Even if one person likes it, if I can make one person happy with my content, that's all I ever really could ask. That alone would make me happy. Okay, let's go back up here because I don't want to climb. That's what I'm really hoping with my streaming content too. I really hope that I could just become entertaining enough to hold even one extra person. Just to have one person's day be better because of my content is like a dream come true. Of course, I'm not exactly there yet. I'm working on it though. Every day I love streaming. It makes me very, very happy.
Winter gliding. Brace yourself.
Didn't want to drop that down in the water. Or down the hole, rather. Don't know why I said water. Yeah. You know, streaming's a lot of fun. I would suggest that if you like to play games, and you think... If you're the type of person that likes to show people games, like... How would I explain this? Like, for you, having a lot of fun is like showing your friends this new game that you found or whatever. Or maybe you just want to show them your content on that game. Then streaming might actually be right up your alley. I would always advise that if it's something that you think that you might be interested in, to go ahead and chase after it. Because, you know, life is a bit short. And if you want to do something, I think you should just do it. Who cares? Like, one thing that you need to know, if you don't already know, I'm not pretending that you don't already know, but, you know, just in case you didn't. One thing to know is you're gonna take some L's in your life, and that's okay. It's okay to fail. Most people are expected to fail, but not expected to give up because they failed, okay? That's the big difference. You just have to be strong enough to keep trying again. I know after failing so many times in a row, it's hard. It's hard to want to try again. I understand that. I understand that as much as... more than maybe you know. But you just gotta keep going, you know? I don't know if that's like too... like on the nose, but you just have to keep going. Because... what's the best way to say it to not sound... I want to say it in like a nice way. But nobody's gonna make a name for you. Only you can make a name for you. Nobody can tell you how to live in this world. Only you can. This world is whatever you want to make out of it. And so it requires your input, though. And I know that there's a lot of circumstances that are outside of your control that's holding you back. I understand that. And I do hope that if you're in certain circumstances like that, I do hope that you'll get through them. But it does require you to be strong enough to get through them. And sometimes that means maybe finding somebody's shoulder to lean on for a little bit, or coping with it in whatever way makes sense to you. So long as you aren't inflicting self-harm, you know, maybe the way you cope is playing Genshin Impact. I wouldn't fault you for that being the way you cope. That's a totally normal expectation, I think, for people to have. Escapism is a totally... I wouldn't say it's a brand new problem that this world's having, because I don't think that's entirely accurate. But it is something that's going on in the world right now. There is a fair level of it. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn off this border. I don't really need the border when streaming just Genshin. Especially because if I have the border on, you can't see my user ID. And if you want to send me a friend invite, I really welcome you to send me a friend invite.
Hold the line. Time for takeoff.
But yeah, just stay strong. And if you need somebody to talk to, I'll talk to you. We could hash it out. It's not a big deal to me. You see, dragons live longer than humans, so it's not to say that my experience is any worth more than yours. Just that I've experienced a bit. And even myself, it took me some time to be comfortable with the way that this world was. And even then, that's not to say that I'm totally comfortable
No escape.
with some of the cruelties to this world.
Brace yourself.
But you know what I mean. There's only so much that I could do. And so knowing that that's the case, knowing that there's only so much any one person can do, shouldn't you just try to have the best time that you're gonna have? Just have as much fun as you can possibly have in one life. That's how I feel. So if that means people are gonna ridicule me because I just want to play Genshin Impact all day, then that is what it is. People can say whatever they want. It makes me happy to play Genshin Impact. It makes me happy to stream for you guys. And so if you have a problem with that, quite frankly, I don't care. I don't care, and neither should you. If you have something you want to do, just do it. If you need somebody's support to help you do something, all you should ever need from anybody, I guess the way I want to say, is... no, I want to phrase this in the perfect way. You can have people who are close to you in this world, but you're not obligated to take their opinions. You should only accept opinions that are acceptable to you, if that makes any sense. And what I mean by that is, let's say even a close family member that you trust dearly, if they want to shut down your dreams, you could just ignore that opinion. Nobody says you have to listen to that opinion.
Get away.
And I know that that sucks to have to disregard, like, maybe one's family or what have you. But, you know, it is what it is. They should know at this point in your life that you want to do what you want to do. And again, it's just as simple as that. If you have a problem with it, then you have a problem with it. What are you going to really do to stop me? I don't care if you have a problem with me doing what I want to do, right? And I hope that you guys can end up feeling the same way. It took me way too long in life to figure that out. If I just knew that simple lesson earlier, who knows where I would be now. But even still, I kind of feel it's unhealthy to imagine what if. You know, yeah, it's true. What if I started way earlier? Maybe I would be on the top of the Genshin streaming sites by now. But that's such an unhealthy way to think, because why compare yourself to things that aren't real? Just compare yourself to what's happening right now. It's fine to dream and fantasize, but you shouldn't compare unhealthily. I think it's totally fine to maybe to have a bit of envy for other people's success, so long as it's within a reasonable margin. You shouldn't, like, completely paint yourself green in envy. But I'll be totally transparent and honest with you with the thing I'm about to say. But I see these other streamers who stream, and I do enjoy watching a lot of these, like, streamers' contents, and they're a lot of fun, in my opinion, to watch a content creator. But at the same time, I think to myself, why would I be content just watching streamers? I play Genshin Impact too. I play all these games as well. And I like to think that I'm, you know, a pretty decent guy. I don't see any reason why I can't do what they're doing. And so far, my growth has been slow, but that's what one should expect when you start anything. Like I said, when you start something, you're gonna fail. I don't know how to paint that in a nice way. You're going to fail. Like, just get over that fact. You're gonna lose sometimes, especially, you know, when you're getting into a new field that you don't know. You're gonna lose. You just accept it, and maybe you don't lose. Sometimes there is that case. Maybe you get a bit lucky, but you should still learn why you didn't lose. You have to be accepting of failure. You can't let failure hold you back. A failure will come for you time and time again. One of my favorite quotes, I don't remember where I heard it from at the moment though, is the difference between the novice and the master is that the master's failed more times than the novice has even tried.
Here we go.
And that's such a powerful quote, in my opinion. It really, like, paints the picture that I'm trying to, I guess, state here, in that if for the master to fail that many times, it's because of the fact that he doesn't give up, right? The master doesn't quit. The master knows every failure that he has, he learns something else. Another, funny enough, anime that I could reference that kind of followed this concept a bit was actually good old Naruto. During Naruto Shippuden, this is a spoiler, by the way, in case anybody hasn't seen Naruto and plans to still watch it. But during Naruto Shippuden, there's a point in the anime where Naruto learns how to fully utilize the true nature of his Shadow Clone Jutsu, and what the Shadow Clone Jutsu can do for his, I guess, overall training purposes. How it can help him grow faster. Because each one of his Shadow Clones learns independently, and when the Shadow Clone dissipates and returns back to Naruto in its return chakra form, everything that Shadow Clone experienced gets transferred to Naruto's subconsciousness. So he remembers everything that the Shadow Clone did. So what he begins to do is he starts mass forming Shadow Clones and having each one of them dedicated to learning a specific task that he's trying to do. So he's failing at hundreds of times faster than the normal rate. And he fails and fails and fails with each Shadow Clone until one of the Shadow Clones learns it. Then he dissipates every one of the clones and remembers the one successful way that he did it, and then he starts framing all the Shadow Clones around that concept, about the one success, and then he can start failing hundreds of times again with this new success until he can refine it down to a mastery. And that's where people get lost in the sauce. That's what true mastery is the ability to fail continuously until you can become so successful at something that people can, without doubt, call you a master at it. Like, I could tell you, if you were to look back at my streams from 6 months ago when I just barely started streaming, I'm night and day from the way I started. When I started, I was far more nervous. I was far more uncomfortable with starting to stream. Of course, even through my discomfort, I still tried to stream. But now, I'm far past some of those nerves. Now those nerves turned into excitement. And sure, I still struggle to gain new viewership. I expected as much. I don't expect to gain... I think most people shouldn't expect to gain any real viewership until maybe like 2 years in their career or longer. There's no guarantee that I'll ever gain any viewership. And that's okay to me.
Illusion shattered. Rest and rebuild.
These things will just happen like that. Like I said, it doesn't change my mindset at all. If I get viewership, I'll try my best to keep them, but if not, then that's just the way it is, baby. That's just how it goes. Put a notification on my phone. Spam emails. And it's not to say that I think I'm now a master at streaming. Far from it. I'm only 6 months into it. But what I'm saying is, even I can see my growth here. Even I'm starting to recognize how much better of a streamer I've become.
Shine down. Allow me. Torn to oblivion.
Jeez. Giving the Thrilling Tales to Raiden Shogun is a big damage increase.
Illusion shattered. Rest. Rebuild. Inazuma shines eternal.
But yeah, basically that. You know, the whole point of what I was saying is I'm growing and I can feel it. But you shouldn't be satisfied with your growth until you actually are, like, truthfully, like, you can tell yourself without regret that you're satisfied and content with where you are in life. But the truth is I think most people can't say that they'll be content with where they are in their life right now, right at this moment. I know I definitely couldn't tell you that. I'm not content with where I am as a streamer. I still have way more to improve on. I have so much more to do. But it excites me. It's because I have so much more to do that I could look forward to streaming every day. Every single day I'm given the opportunity to grow as a streamer. And I think that's such a blessing in disguise. There's no best mage there. I could recover some stamina while I can. And that's just the name of the game, baby. You just gotta be comfortable with yourself. That's definitely something I could tell you I used to struggle with. Even being, you know, the water dragon that I am. Oh. Even I still struggled with my confidence, for example. I think I have to do this to recover Chow a bit. Get one pop of this, another pump. Good enough. You know, what's her name? Kokomi actually did quite a bit of damage there, all things considered. Maybe she's stronger than I really gave her credit for initially. I kind of like this new playlist. Get up there. Yeah. But besides that, like, you know, I've been big chillin'. I've been using, like, that same, I guess, mantra to better myself overall. You always hear maybe the same phrases sometimes of, like,
Time for takeoff.
takes 10,000 hours to truly consider yourself a master at something, which is maybe true. But of course, that only makes sense if you're trying to become a master at something. You could spend 10,000 hours of blind direction in something and still end up nowhere because you weren't trying to be better. Does that make sense? You have to try to improve to improve. Like, sure, you might pick up on something subconsciously while you're just mindlessly doing something, but it will never compete to someone who's actively trying to get better.
Shine down. Allow me. Torn to oblivion.
Ah, I knew this wasn't going to be the best way to take this down.
There is no escape.
Right, Shogun. I love her so much. I can't wait to get the Dendro Archon whenever they come out. We already know that Sumeru is coming, so it's no spoiler for me to say that with Sumeru we should be expecting to get the Dendro Archon. I'm just hoping that the Dendro Archon comes, like, not so quickly after Kazuha's rerun. I don't know that we know that Kazuha's getting a rerun, but I feel like they gotta give him a rerun pretty soon, right? It's been, like, didn't Kazuha first get released in June last year? How do I... Oh, here in the character archive. Where's Kazuha? Oh, I guess it doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure he came out, like, around this time last year. Which is just insane to me that some characters have gotten reruns, but not him. You know what I mean? Isn't that kind of insane? Look at all these achievements I still have to do. Let's see how we're doing on the total amount of wishes that we have saved up. I can't imagine it's too much more, but I always like to see. I'm 34, so I have 144 wishes banked up, and I could have a bit more if I buy that battle pass, which I most definitely will. It's looking pretty good. I think I should almost be pretty close to guaranteed to getting Kazuha. Even better if I can win the 50-50. I gotta get that treasure chest. Let's just get that treasure chest. Let's finally do it. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Yahoo!
I don't know how we're meant to get it, but I'm assuming it's something like this, just beating up all the big baddies.
Brace yourself.
Try to get high ground first. Let's kill the Abyss Mage while we're up here.
Illusion shattered.
That didn't really amount to a whole lot of anything. Wow, this music's kind of popping off a bit, isn't it? It always feels randomly like my audio just gets loud. Did that make any sense? Let me replace... the amber on here for a hot second, just so I can get some fire arrows going. He's not activated. Is the point is that they're not staying lit, or are they staying lit? Pretty sure there was one more around here. Who knows how long that precious chest has been waiting for us to pick it up. It's a Geo Shrine done. But where is there more? Good boy. Doesn't appear to be any more as far as I can tell. Unless I have to get the ones that are on that island over there. Are those even shrines? I don't even know. Oh, what is this? I'm assuming that this is going to tell me something about it. Oh man, what I gotta tell you is I gotta run to the restroom real quick. Okay, I'm back. That was as quick as I tried to make it. Okay. Doesn't really seem like a puzzle I can really do at the moment. In which case I could just forgo it. I'll forgo it for now. Let me switch back to the commission team. Okay, we turn back on here.
Send them all.
Desk always gets a bit finicky. Okay, let's go hunt this Abyss Mage. That's a shame, because even when I try to stretch out content for us to do, I still can't stretch it out that for you.
There is no escape. Hold the line.
Useless.
Could really pick up this Noctilucous Jade. Sucks to have to switch to other people to do it. Wasn't there Noctilucous Jade? I have those.
Solidify.
Back to the other team yet again. I wish it was faster to switch teams. I guess I could always just put Zhongli in Kokomi's spot, then I won't have a healer, but I guess I won't really need a healer if I... No, but I would need a healer because Xiao Yu hurts himself all the time. Xiao literally hurts himself when he's in his ultimate. Oh my god, literally? Literally?
Shine down. Think you can get away?
A little less than ideal.
Let's play.
Kind of pumped to try to make a super strong Fischl. I know nobody uses Fischl in Spiral Abyss, but that doesn't mean you don't have to. I'm pretty sure you could beat Spiral Abyss with just about any team, so long as your team is well built. Not entirely certain to that, but I'm pretty sure that that's true.
Illusion shattered. Rest and rebuild. Inazuma shines eternal. There's no escape.
Red and Shogun really trivializes a lot of the content on this account. So does Venti. So does Zhongli. A lot of my characters, I guess my characters are just strong in general. They're strong, but not like whale level strength, which, you know, I don't expect to ever get there. Although I'm not opposed to getting there if I ever needed to. I'm quite comfortable with the way that I spend as of right now. Like, if I absolutely had to get like money spent, I guess, the most that I would ever do, as of right now anyways,
Illusion shattered. Hold the line. Time for
is,
takeoff.
or I guess the most I would be comfortable doing, is what I really mean to say, is like, just getting the entire,
There is no escape.
So, you know, every year they reset the crystal top-up. So as you can see, I haven't bought any of these this year. During Genshin Impact's first year of release, I did buy this one to help me get Klee. Because at the time, you know, how was I supposed to know how slow it was to gain crystals? You know, I just couldn't know that. But now I know. And so now I know. And mostly avoid. Honestly, you could pretty much avoid spending altogether. It's pretty easy to not spend, actually. I just enjoy spending a bit. Not a lot. Obviously, not a lot. You shouldn't want to spend too much. In fact, if you could help it, you really shouldn't spend anything more than what you're comfortable on losing altogether. Because one thing to know is Genshin will not last forever. Maybe it might last a long time, maybe it might last 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, who knows? But it surely won't last forever. So any money you're putting into this game will eventually leave your possession. But if you have disposable income that you're comfortable not getting back, you can, I think you, and if you do support Hoyoverse, I do think you, it's not too bad to spend every now and again. Maybe it's just $5 for the Welkin Moon, or, well, or whatever. I know $5 is not the same case everywhere in the world. But if it's just a Welkin Moon or the Battle Pass, I personally always have the Welkin Moon, and I get the Battle Pass as I feel the need to. Otherwise, I don't really spend elsewhere. However, like I was kind of hinting at before, I'm starting to feel like I'm not opposed to the idea of just once a year buying out all of these and saving them for like a big summon that I want. Like if there's a character that I absolutely feel like I want to get that specific character, Because altogether, this isn't really that much. Like, at least, I guess, comparable to, like, a whale. Because that's $1, $5, $15, $30, $50, and then $100, right? So that's just barely above $200. That's like 201, quite literally, at least in the US dollars. So buying that once a year is not really that bad, and that essentially gives you $400 worth of, I guess, currencies, which still might not get you a whole lot in this game, to be honest. But that might be able to get you a 5-star character you like with a 5-star weapon that matches them. Like, for me, the thing I would be planning to do with it, to be honest with you, hold on, let me pull them up. Let me main screen this again after I find it really quickly. But long ago, try to see this really quickly. So long ago, on Genshin's release, they released this well, what would you call it? They released this storyline preview, the preview of the world, essentially. And from that world, they had released... Let me try to say this in a better way. They had previewed these characters called Lionel and Lynette. Let me try to... Let me try to list it for you here so that we can see it together. Or at least I'll link the video. I don't know if I'm allowed to watch it on stream. But even from way back when, it showed you previews of the different characters that we could expect to come in the different regions. So like, we know Act 3 is going to be Sumeru. This is something we already know. And it shows you previews of characters that'll be in each region. Did I already say that? I forgot. And we know Act 4 is going to be Fontaine. Okay, here it is. Let me post this on my stream so that you can just see. At the very least, I can just link this to you. Okay. So from that live stream, you'll be able to see, like I said, no, not live stream. From that video, you'll be able to see the different... Mind you, they are a little bit spoilers of the acts. If you aren't comfortable with that, then don't watch it. But otherwise, it's not really like that big of a deal, in my opinion. It is what it is. But from there was these two characters from Fontaine that I know I want. Absolutely, and I'm going to save for them for forever, okay? They're the reasons that I would be buying out these pop-up bonuses. So that I could save them for them. Lionel, Liney, and Lynette, or whatever their names are, I forgot already. Let's see. Yeah, Liney and Lynette. And the reason I want them is because they remind me so much of these Vocaloid characters called Rin and Lin Kagamine. And I've always been, like, super into those two particular Vocaloids. Like, they've always been my favorite Vocaloids out of all the Vocaloids. I've always loved those two. And so when I saw those characters and I thought that they looked like super similar to them, or at least like in their essence, I knew I had to have them. And I knew that not only did I have to have them, I would want to like C6 them if possible. I know I'm not looking like C6 worthy right now with the amount of crystals I have. Like I might barely be able to get Kazuha if even. But after Kazuha, because of the style of which I have to save, I'm gonna be, you know, starting my save. Because not only that, but I have to get the Dendro Archon. You know, I always have to have the Archons. I must have the Archons. That's not up for debate either.
Shine down. Think you can get away? Let's play.
Not up for debate. The Archons are so cool.
There is no escape.
It's imperative that I have them. Every Archon thus far has been like game changing. Every single one of them. And each Archon thus far is heavily used in Spiral Abyss. Venti is used on every freeze, or on most freeze teams. Raiden Shogun's used as like the head of the national team at the moment. Zhongli is used like in basically any team that you want. If you need a 4th unit, you can slap him in and he'll do absolutely perfectly. And I have no doubt that the Dendro Archon will be just as good. The Archons kind of have to be strong by nature, right? Because they're quite literally like the gods of this world. So imagine the gods being kind of like not that good. It would be kind of a shame lore-wise, right? That's why, if you remember Zhongli's initial release, he was considered really, like, mediocre.
Illusion shattered.
I mean, I know that there was some people who definitely saw that Zhongli still had more potential than the community was giving them credit for, I guess. But ultimately, yeah, he was seen as kind of lackluster, if anything. Of course, people still pull for him. I still pull for him on his first run because I'm obligated to. I have to get all the Archons. Let's see, is there anything else I need to farm? I don't think I need any of these right now. Do I need these? I seem kind of okay on those. Oh, I have plenty of the skirmisher stuff now. I think I need these though, don't I? Unfortunately so. Okay, let's go fight these. But that's something that I'm really looking forward to. I really want Liney and Lynette. I don't know if they're going to be two characters that are going to be like two characters as one, or if they're going to be like their own separate characters. And in which case, if they're going to be like a 4-star and 5-star, I kind of wouldn't like that, to be honest. Of course, that's just my personal preference. I would not be okie dokie with that, but it is what it is, right? Who cares if I'm okie dokie with it? But that's my personal opinion. I mean, I guess it depends. I kind of have like my preference, so if Liney was the 4-star and Lynette was the 5-star, which Lynette is the girl twin, I would be okay with that. Because even though I like both Rin and Lin Kagamine, I think it's fairly obvious that Rin Kagamine was my favorite of the two twins.
There is no escape.
Definitely my favorite of the twins. Let's heal up a bit. Move on. I just hope it's not the other way around. That's why I kind of hope that they're just like a combined character almost. Because I like them both so much. But I would hate if Lynette was the 4-star and Liney was the 5-star. Unless Lynette was still just really strong as a C6 4-star. Just totally possible. Some of the best characters in the game right now are 4-stars. They're just 4-stars with... like, Bennett is the best support character in the game, hands down by far. And he's just a 4-star. And not only is he just a 4-star, it's considered bad if you even get him to C6. You know, good luck to you if you got him to C6. And even then, I don't truthfully think that his C6... Oh, jeez. That pig almost RKO'd my Xiao. I don't even think Bennett's that bad at getting him to C6, to be honest with you, because he infuses your damage to become Pyro, but now that you have, like, Xiao and Yelan... I mean, not Xiao, Xingqiu and Yelan, I think it's totally fine to just run... You could run anything as a vape team with those two units, you know what I mean? So at that point, who cares? Looks like I chose the wrong path to get here.
Yahoo!
It's weird. Is it telling me there's one up or there's one down? Oh no, that's telling me that I could have just teleported right here. Damn it.
Allow me. Think you can get away? Torn to oblivion.
Damage is always surprising. You always gotta have to forgive me for my random outbursts there. Could never get past the damage. Yeah, so essentially, returning back to the same thing I've said about 14 times already. I want the Fontaine twins. So I'm just saving for the... So when we get to Fontaine, that's where I know I'm gonna be really rough, because I need to save for the Dendro Archon. I'm currently saving for Kazuha, and I'm almost like assured to get him.
Illusion shattered. Time for takeoff.
I need to save for the Dendro Archon. I am not assured to get him. And then after that,
Shine down.
I think it's basically after the Dendro Archon. I just hope that they don't release a character that I absolutely have to have, like I felt with Yelan. I saw Yelan in the story quest, and, you know, I'll tell you this, Hoyoverse is way too good at selling you a character in the events.
Illusion shattered.
They're damn experts at it. Which I know, like, they're supposed to be, but
You shall perish.
sometimes it's scary how good they are at it.
Shine down.
Yeah, they really sold me on Yelan.
Here we go.
Because I was originally gonna not roll for her, that way I could try to get Kazuha to C1, maybe C2. But then I lost. I lost my will.
There is no escape. Think you can get away? Let's play. Torn to oblivion.
Okay, let's take him down. Oh, he's gone.
Illusion shattered.
I love my team. I love my units. I love my account. I love Genshin Impact. I really do. Genshin Impact is just so much damn fun. I remember when my account was still just a little baby. I remember when my units were just like level 30 and 40 and I had not even really heard about leveling up my artifacts yet. Oh man. Oh, I do remember those early days. The early days when you barely even... when you couldn't even reach the max level of the artifact domains. So you had to just use 4-star artifacts, because that's all that was available to you. Do you remember those days? I remember those days. I remember them like they were only yesterday.
Rest and rebuild.
Disappeared.
Get out of my way.
Sorry, buddy, I don't really... Well, I guess I'll kill you because you're kind of messing with me.
Hold the line. Inazuma shines eternal.
I'll teach you to disrupt me for free. Yeah, how you like them apples, buddy boy? Okay, we'll do this one and keep her going. Yeah, I really like my new CPU cooler, even under all the stress that my computer's going through. But you know, it's a lot of stress to be playing a game, having the webcam running, having my audio drivers maximized, having my streaming software streaming. All these things lined up, it ends up kind of a bit. But even still, thanks to my new CPU cooler, my computer's running at a clean 70 Celsius right now. Which is way better than what it was running at. Before, under this type of load, it was running at like 85 to 90. So to be like this low is super impressive to me. Super impressive. I'm really glad that... Oh, jeez, I just swirled myself. Where's this robot? Oh, there he is. Wake up, beautiful.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
I feel like my Raiden Shogun's damage kind of decreased a bit at some point.
Illusion shattered.
Like, I remember my Raiden Shogun doing just a tiny bit more damage. I know my Raiden Shogun's not all the way maxed and has potential to get far stronger than where she currently is. Because like this is a strong artifact. That's a 35 crit rate right here. I mean crit value, sorry. This is not a strong artifact. I'm surprised I settled with this, to be honest with you. Let me see. I don't have a better feather than this. I must have a better feather than this. But evidently I don't. I honestly can't believe I settled with this little crit value. But I guess it is what it is for now. Of course I'll find a better one for her eventually. And then... this, I settled with this for now because it's super hard to get an energy recharge. Sans, you know what I'm saying? And then I was told that if you run energy recharge here with an energy recharge weapon, that you're supposed to use an attack goblet on her because of her passive, which gives her a bunch of electro damage anyways. That's what I heard in any case. If that's being the case, if that is the case, this is a 30 crit value goblet, which is not that bad. And this is pretty okay too, all things considered. 20 crit value, could be better. All in all, her stats are not that good, but they're like kind of okay because at the end of the day, this is an extra 12% crit rate, so she's almost at 50 crit value, or a truthful crit 50 crit rate with her burst, but could be better. I know it could be better. I know it. Could probably even give her like a death match or something, but it's not really that important to me. I think she does enough damage as she is with the catch. I really like this new playlist I found. This playlist is called, I think it's, I'll double check what it's called right now. This guy's level 86, so I'm probably going to do way more damage to him. Yeah. Because the other one was level 92 for some reason. This one's a considerable amount less. That's why he died so fast. This playlist was called Upside by Harris Heller. Really appreciate them, like I mentioned before. I like this playlist. It feels really good. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a playlist for exactly the type of music I wanted to listen to. Just kind of like that, like I mentioned, like kind of like electro swing type of music. Not that I imagine most people want to listen to that, so I get it. I get it, I get it. I'm trying to collect as much of this as possible. Honestly, so long as you farm the book stuff, you don't really need to get too crazy with how much with how much like overworld stuff you need to farm. And I'm really only farming this because I'm like desperate for extra content. That guy's behind there, and I never figured out how to open that. Can't I just walk through now? Importantly, can he just walk out? Woo-wee.
Many mortals fear lightning. Incomprehensible. Fear of something so common.
Comprehensive. Fear of something so common. I don't know how to get through that. I'm sure that there's like a flower thing somewhere around here that I'm supposed to touch.
There is no escape.
Yeah, let me... If I had to guess, it would probably be up here. There was just always a way in here.
Have you heard the ballad of the treasure chest?
So what was the point of this? Just to waste my time? You could just climb over. How did I not know this all this time? That's what I get for not having any points in adventuring, huh? Let's see. There's probably not really much else to do, huh? Because I have reputation rewards here, let's go check it out, I guess. I don't remember when's the last time I did a request here, so I don't know why I have adventure link rewards here, but I'll take them if anything.
I wanted to play some more.
Yeah, the music really feels like it's starting to pop off way louder than I was initially expecting. Let me nerf it just a tiny bit. Okay, it was starting to really get my ears ringing. What did I do? That's what it was calling me over for? I'm sure it's the same thing here then. I must have done some quest at some point that made this happy.
Let's see who can make the biggest splash.
The exploration. I guess it's better than nothing. Oh, I'm so close to getting this icon. I want it. Okay, there's still plenty of days to do this. It looks like they finally unlocked the last song, so I'll probably try to farm content off of this tomorrow. Because I think I've just about reached the content quota that I could possibly do today. It looks like I have enough resin to squeeze out one more of these domains though, so I am going to do that. Who knows, maybe this is going to be the artifact of my dreams right here. Probably not, but maybe. We never know. I'm just so happy with how far I've gotten Mona so far. I know she could still stand to be better than that, but I'm so impressed with her. She really adds a lot to my team. Now I just need Zhongli to do the same.
Shadows of fate
And we'll be
is upon you.
set for sail.
Raise the ice. Take flight.
Look at the damage. Look at the damage. Oh my god. Oh, Neptune. Come on. Big artifact. Defense. Damn. I was really thinking it was going to be a good artifact. Fooled myself. Let's come look to see where these Electroculus are. How do I get up there? I'm assuming through that thing.
Here we go.
I guess there's no point to not exploring at this point. I say point a lot, don't I? Don't want. Am I missing something? I'm supposed to use this to like kind of slingshot myself. What am I doing wrong here? Losing. Why am I not going high enough? Help. Help, I'm confused.
Let's play.
Got it. What am I supposed to do? How come the first one sends me so far? Am I stupid? Don't answer them. Is it because I don't have the Sealy here? Maybe if I get the Sealy, I'll find... Isn't this supposed to show me the direction of the Sealy who's supposed to live here? Excuse me, where's the Sealy that calls us home? Who knows? Oh well, maybe I'll give up on trying for that one. Let's see. Is this the same one over here? That's the same. How do I do it? Oh, is it that over there? Oh, there's a Sealy all the way up there. Let's go try talking to that Sealy, see if that doesn't lead us to where we need to go. First, let me try this. Will this get me? Jeez. There we go. It was just that easy. Now let's come get this Sealy up here. Let's see what this Sealy's all about. Let's see what the Sealy's all about. Okay. I'm assuming this is going to lead me all the way back to the one that I was just messing with. Stupid Sealy. You make me look bad. He's facing straight up. Where are you gonna go? There. Thought he was facing the other way, to be honest. Sealy's going quite the distance, ain't he? Oh, this is the Sealy cage that I was just working at.
What a find! I wonder how many bottles this will be worth. Illusion shattered. Roach rebuild.
Vent. Easy. I didn't mean to talk to this note. Who would put a note right in front of a treasure chest? Come on now.
If it's useful, I'll take it.
Here's another one, but where? Blew it, I blew it, I blew it. This flower again. Started something, but I don't even know what it was starting.
I don't concern myself with the weather.
I guess I'll pick up this world quest as much as I don't feel like doing it right now in any case. I suppose that's something we could try doing tomorrow, is actually cleaning up some of my world quests. Because I am so far from done on all of them. It's like we still have Genshin content to do after all. So that will be it for Genshin Impact for today, I suppose. I think we've covered everything that we need to do for today, in any case. Need to forage more items. Can complete these some other day. This is only the start of the week, so we don't need to rush all this stuff. Almost done with the domain challenges, but it'll probably be finished by tomorrow, to be honest. Then I guess we could try doing like ley lines for gold or something. We are running quite low on gold, but I suspect our gold problems will disappear completely once I buy the battle pass, because the battle pass gives quite a fair bit of gold. 200k, 200k, 200k. Like look at all that gold it gives. It's quite a lot of gold. I think it ends up giving like almost 500,000, maybe more. Gold, and that's like a pretty decent amount. Great. Like I said, I'm more or less satisfied. Let's go turn in the electroculises. I don't remember how many I have or how many I ultimately will end up needing, but I'm pretty sure I could just turn these in as of right now. I mean, I know I could turn them in, but I hope it's enough to take me to the next level at this point. Probably not, but... evidently this isn't where I turned them in anyways. Where do I turn in the electroculises? At the shrines? Like normal? I thought I turned them in at the Grand Nara commentary, but I guess I'm wrong. Still far off, still. Oh well, I'm satisfied with that. Yeah, like I said, this will be it for the Genshin Impact stream for today. I am going to sit here and farm for another 2 minutes so that I can get a nice round 2-hour stream. I guess we could recap on what we figured out we're going to be doing next after we get some decent artifacts, in any case. We're going to be farming out... We're farming artifacts for Zhongli and to finish off Mona, because I kind of gave her some pretty not perfect artifacts in these two. Just to start me off, because I don't really have... You know, what could I say? I don't have any better artifacts at this point in time. Neither of these even reach 20% crit value, but it is what it is, you know? That's just how it goes. So for now, we are working on farming out artifacts primarily for Zhongli, so that... Because I want to transition him from the shield build that he is right now to more of a burst-oriented build with... I'm planning on giving him Deathmatch with full Emblem of Severed Fate, going HP, geo damage, and crit damage. And I suspect that it's going to do a lot of damage, right? Obviously. It's going to up his damage output by a considerable amount, I believe. Which is something that I'm looking forward to. That way, in my Spiral Abyss runs so far, I normally can get and complete 12-3, but sometimes I'm off by mere seconds. And so I'm anticipating that increasing my damage output through Zhongli instead of him just being a shielder might send me to that next level where I'm actually able to complete it on time. Of course, that's all purely theoretical. I don't hold that as like a promise, but I do believe it to be true. Let's see. This is something I still stand to improve. All of this needs to be better. all of it needs to be better. My whole Hu Tao's artifact set needs to be better, but this is one of the drawbacks I mentioned before of being locked into like the resin battle versus an artifact domain. I just could not find good artifacts for her, you know, even though I was in it for a month for her as well. It looks like I don't even have 20 crit value on almost any of these artifacts, which is sad. Okay, here's 20 and here's 20. Those are the only ones. Oh, this is 20 as well, I guess. Not that I'm too particularly happy about them just being 20. See, I don't have the crit damage one, huh? Well, I guess I do, but I'm almost certain I would do way better with crit damage, wouldn't I? Kind of a shame I don't have any crit damage that has a crit rate substat though. Let me see, I don't have any power bonuses on this, do I? Didn't think so. Well, it is what it is in any case. Okay. Now, for real, that'll be it for the Genshin Impact stream for today. I want to thank you so much for coming out. If you stick around, in a short while, I'll probably start the Maple Story stream, of which I'll be checking out the Burning World today. Alternatively, if you're only here for Genshin Impact, then I'll see you tomorrow, okay? This has been Maris Rey, Water Dragon Extraordinaire, and I'd like to remind you to stay hydrated, drink water constantly. It's important to your health to be drinking water, and it feels pretty good to drink water, to be honest. Stay hydrated, stay cool, stay fresh, and like I said, if you're going to stick around for the Maple Story stream, then I'll see you there. If not, I'll catch you tomorrow, alright? Bye-bye!